Hey y'all, hey, welcome back, welcome back. This is your girl Lati here at Tears and Wheat Tarot, where we take a look at the tears in your life and let you know what they are so you know how to move around, right? And I've had the feeling, the resonance that people may come to this space and think like, well, what is tears and wheat, right? So tears in wheat field, wheat in a field looks like, it's growing and it just looks like a strand of wheat. Now the tears also look like a strand of wheat. And oftentimes, well, all the time, because they're identical, you can't tell the difference. You really can't. You don't know what's a tear and what's a wheat. And the only way to know the difference is when the wheat and bears fruit. So wheat, germ seeds and all that stuff, you can smash it up and make flour. Now tears, they sprout thorns and you can't eat that. So as we're growing in this field, you really don't know what is what, so you kind of just have to feel it out. Use the energy of it. Take a look and really observe that thing from a different perspective. See what kind of qualities it's really giving off. And then in these spaces, where we can pick up and read energy and have, that discernment and get the downloads from the infinite intelligence to tell us what's going on, then we can serve that back out onto you all. And that's what we do. We woke up, y'all. We did some prayer, some deep breathing. We went outside on the porch and did that up and down, the positive and negative flow. Are y'all practicing that? Just in case. It is a breathing technique, okay? And it helps you pull positive air up and blow it out the negative side. You pull the negative flow up and then you blow it out the positive side. So just balancing that positive and negative airflow, getting some of that good air up in here in the brain, refreshing. And we stood on the porch in that crisp fall morning air. Really wake up those senses. Yes, yes. No, I got to get my sip, y'all. We got to get the sip, okay? So I got me some coffee. I ain't gonna tell y'all what I put in it today. A little brown sugar bourbon and some little extract and some creamer. Oh yes, it's Saturday. Why not? Spirit of Joy says we're having coffee. So that's what we did. Hope y'all got y'all a sip. And I really only poured a sip in there. It ain't like I just did a whole, It's just for the taste, flavor. And if you don't want to put an actual bourbon in there, you can get you like a rum extract. Yeah, like when you make them rum cakes, and you can put a little dash of that extract in there, and it just kind of give it a different flavor. You know what I mean? It's good. And I even sometimes put a little, of course you got to put your whipped cream or your little cinnamon, nutmeg on top. Get them good spices in there too. Feels good. Yes. It's coffee. Why not? Get that other sip. I'm so glad y'all here. I am so glad. Welcome. We are growing. Every seed is valued. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I cannot tell y'all how grateful, how thankful, how just, beyond. I see the growth. I see, down the fullness of it. I see the fullness. But in the present, I recognize where we started and I see where we are today, and I am wholly grateful and surrendered to all of you who are coming to this space. And listen to anything that the Spirit will bring as a message through this vessel onto you all. That is huge, my wheat. That is huge. And anything that you may take in and take with you or decide to share out and even for you to subscribe, to go there and subscribe and come back, there are not enough words, seriously. So thank you for being here. If you vibe, subscribe. And I'm going to tell you right off, I am a channeled messenger that channels, like the infinite intelligence, wrote us word on everything because it created everything. The creator, the source, our God, the Most High, created all of this by its infinite intelligence. And we are connected by its breath of life. Yes, in creation, all of creation is whole. It is one. We are whole. We are complete. Yes, I am whole. I am complete. Yes, yes, yes. And it's important to realize that each one of us are unique. Yes, we are. You are a whole unique expression of the Most High God, the source itself. The infinite intelligence created you to be unique. I mean, your soul is unique. Yes. And for us to be here in this plane and experience creation, to experience each other and recognize what it is that we're doing, that is paramount. You get a chance to now detach from all of the happenings that's going on and really understand who you are, beloved, and witness the splendor of the universe, the cosmos. Whew, come on now. Because all of us are unique expressions of creation itself. We are all. Are we not unique expressions of creation itself? Yes, Father, yes, we are. And you as our Father, that is truth. You as our Father, yes, 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 called us all by what? Your infinite intelligence. Yes. And how are we connected? The breath of the infinite. Ooh. And I feel like when Father and breathes out his creation and just sits there. And I feel a breathless state. A place where you can exist without the need to breathe. Is that right, Father? It's eternal. It is outside of the manifest, outside of course, the time. It is well so high above that it's... Whew. Thank you, Father. Thank you for the visual. Thank you for the knowingness. Thank you for the remembrance of who we are and where we come from and where you are. So high above. So high. Yes, 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 yes. And that we are called to be here, to journey and to experience and to learn. But most of all, to experience creation itself, to experience self, beloved, to experience self. Can you imagine that you chose to be here, to come into just imagine, not saying that this is so, because this is the only way that I could think of right now to kind of just put a little bit of a visual to it. Imagine there is like all of these characters that you can play, right? So yeah, like a video game. You go in and you log into the video game, and all of these souls have access to the game, and all these souls can come from anywhere in creation to access this game. And in the game, there's only so many avatars. Más o menos, sí. Gracias, por favor. See, so there's only so many avatars. So you kind of come back and you get dropped into an avatar and you play out the game. But it's only so many avatars available at a time, like how many storylines that are available. So you actually choose to get dropped into a storyline just because you want to be here. Like, that's it. Can you imagine that? Like, that's it. Like, you just want to be here. That's it. It doesn't matter. I just want to experience self in creation. Like the Father says, I want to experience creation. I want to experience me. Yeah. How do you do that? How do you experience you and your uniqueness? How do you do that? if you're a spiritual essence and you are feel the engulf and inclusion and permeation into creation itself, how do you somehow individualize and feel your uniqueness and feel the remainder of everything around you? How do you experience you from you? So I think about the mirror projection, that I can't see me without something to reflect back onto me the attributes of self. Yes. So if you could roll with it, almost have the mindset that no, it's not almost. That's exactly what Spirit says. We are here to experience self. Is that right? So that Source can experience itself. Yes. Source can experience itself. Yes. And when we do that, we realize that, then we realize the point. It is important to realize that although each person as an individual is unique, yet the qualities that he manifests are universal. Yes, yes, yes. It is important to realize that although each person as an individual is unique, to come here to the plane and experience your uniqueness, yes, that's why it's important for you to just be, beloved. To just be. Be your whole unique self, because honestly, that's what you came here for. And you may not realize it, but you drop into, if you could go with that, a storyline that you chose to come into for the sake of being, simply for the sake of experiencing you, to just be. And it's pretty deep, but it's also freeing to put you in a situation to think that not everything is just happening to you, but it's happening for you, because you chose to be here so that it can happen. Yeah. Just so you can experience creation. You can experience you. You can experience Source. Source can experience Source. Because when we get down to the root of the truth, that each one of us, are all pixels of Source itself, made, called by the Source, made by His infinite intelligence, and bounded by His breath of life. So when we think of that, beloved, we can see the truth, the simple truth, that we are all expressions of the Most High God, here to experience self. And we chose to be here. We chose to be here to experience self. And it's important to realize that although each person as an individual is unique, the qualities that each manifests are universal. These qualities are universal. To have an awareness of the Source is universal. Yes. To be active in movement is universal. To have an awareness of your desires and why you are desiring is universal. Yes. Source says, as revealed or expressed in the Bhagavad Gita, that they are simply manifestations of Prakriti and can attach themselves to anyone, seemingly verily for a time, to define him. The wisdom of Sattva can become in time in the same person the lust and avarice of Rajas, or the dark ignorance of Tamas. No quality is or can become anyone's possession. It never defines him as is in himself. Now that is a way of saying it. It never defines him as he is in himself. The qualities or gunas only reside in people temporarily. It's temporary. One might describe the gunas as eternal wanderers. Any quality a human being manifests can be increased, diminished, or eliminated altogether, but it can never in any way be identified with who he really is inside. Who he really is inside. Why? Because who you are in the inside is something totally different. Yeah? Do you want to read that? The Bhagavad also teaches us, those finally who seek perfection and wisdom, spurning all other attractions, offer themselves wholly up to Source, to God. Such devotees are among all the virtuous, the most pleasing to God, the most edifying, those who are devoted to seeking Source, to edify self onto Source. That is what the Most High finds most pleasing. And I say, I understand that because Source is seeking to experience itself. So, like we always say in other, like, again, this stuff, I mean, it lines up across, seek ye first the kingdom of God, right? And all things shall be added on to you. So, you being a devotee of the Most High God, is that most pleasing? Yes. Because you are constantly seeking. You are diligently seeking. Like, you are devoted to seeking, to revelation, to understand, making the most of the time that you have here. So that you can really, seek perfection and wisdom. Yes. And who could be perfect, beloved? Not anybody that I know besides Source. So if you're going to be seeking perfection and wisdom, you sure enough going to be a devotee. That's what Spirit said. Is God, one may ask, really more fond of one person than another? How could he be? He is ever and supremely impersonal, having no individual self to be especially pleased with anyone. It is through people's own love for him that his love is expressed. Yes. You want to feel the love of the Source in your life? Try loving on the Source. You want to know why? Because the Source lives in you. You are a pixel of the Source. So if you are loving on you, then of course, Source, you can feel the love of Source because you feel your own love. The ability to sense it, the ability to feel it, the ability to be consciously aware. Again, we are receptors. Like this body, this entity, this vessel doesn't do anything but bring in information. These eyes don't see nothing, beloved. If you don't understand or know how your eyes work, Google search it. Go back and do faith by sight or sight by faith. It's in the archives. It's down there somewhere. Yeah, just scroll down. All they do is pick up light and information. These ears, they pick up information. Sound waves and resonance, right? And we put the words together in our mind. Everything that I feel is through sensory receptors. Everything, this whole body is a composite of sensory receptors. So if I want to feel love, then I can feel that. I can shower self with love. I can choose to perceive it. I could choose how I process the data that I'm taking in to perceive that. And that's the cat. She be doing her thing. So when we are looking truly at those things on the outside, it is what we are perceiving on the inside that formulates this whole thing. Is there anything else you'd like to say, Father? Yes, what would you like to say? Source says to it seek, raise your what is that? Consciousness? Can you please discern? Perception. Fondness. To raise, yeah, that's what I feel. Perception, fondness, love of self. To raise it up, raise it up, raise it up. Yes. Up to the Most High, to the source. Give it up to the Most High, I feel. Yes. To shower yourself with love. Yes. Those, however, who love him purely and entirely are best able to receive his love. He would shower it unceasingly on all who are unhindered by doubts, uncertainties. Yes, that's what I was feeling, the conflict, the cycles of conflict. Yes, people are so leaned into the conflict of the mind and uncertainties because we cannot see. We cannot see, yes, or any karmic blocks in I and thou relationship, in an I and thou relationship, yes, Adam, Eve relationship, I and thou relationship, he may respond quickly to even the slightest loving demand of a perfected devotee. Yes. So if you are a person who is constantly seeking, like in that close relationship with the Most High, with self, with source, the source of self, yes, any slightest demand that you ask is quickly given on to thee. Quickly given on. Quickly given on. Yes. The universe will respond. It will. Source will respond. Is that true? Yes, I feel that cycle of giving and receiving. And it all comes, again, the kingdom here. Giving on to self, seeking self, self-discovery, discovery of the source all the time, being devoted and committed to that. And when you stay in that flow and that rhythm, constantly giving and receiving, seeking out and seeking inside what it is that diligently seeking, then I feel that you will enter into the kingdom and truly understand what the mechanics of operation within these universal laws in how we connect to source. How do we connect to our true self? How do we connect to our true self? Is that right? Yes. Thank you. Ooh, it took us a minute to get there. I'm telling you, sometimes it'd be like cooking with cold Crisco. But we have to get it out. And with that being said, Spirit, we kind of looked at this here, the Tarot of Opposites. Because we are here, I mean, we're all unique individual persons and unique expressions. But the qualities that we express are universal. Universal. And if you could go so far as to think about the fact that, that this is not the only plane. Things are not happening only at this time, this now, in this space, but in many places. That there are plenty of places and there's a plethora of souls and light energies that want to come to this plane and experience self. And many of them that come to this plane to experience self don't come for, they express one of three qualities. Yeah. Either a quality that's seeking on source and just wanting to discover source and be close to source and seeking onto that. Or just to be into activity, to movement, experience through movement. And those who have a more self-serving type of energy. Yeah. Do you want to get the Bhagavad? It's at opposite Yeah, opposite from source seeking. Definitely not leaned on to just well, this discovery of source, because they're discovering self, but only for egocentric and selfish needs. Again, we talk about hoarding power. We talk about is there anything in here? Okay, just, is it this deck? No. Oh, it's the other one. Okay. We talk about energies that hoard power. And we talk about this realm being really the wheel. But we talk about this realm being overrun with energy. And the energy that is present, yeah, is self-serving. Is it self-serving? Is it self-serving, serving onto self in the pseudo mind, not service onto the source and your true self. Because again, we come in and we kind of drop into an avatar, and that the ability to animate into an avatar, my flesh, right, and then act out, right, experience creation itself, experience self. But to have an awareness of experiencing self and do that from an egocentric way where I'm serving onto self and causing distress upon creation is a whole thing. Do you want this? Yes. Yeah. Again, energies that know how to use universal principles, universal qualities. Those universal qualities. We are all here as unique expressions on an individual journey to experience source in creation. However, there are qualities that are universal, and there are those who use those qualities against creation itself. Onto selfishness. Onto selfishness. Is there a card to clarify the magician? Would you please give us a card, Holy Source? The whole infinite, our creator, the Most High, is here. Yes. Please give us the card. Again, they choose the options. They choose. They choose to cause despair because they are seeking to serve the pseudo self. They understand and have an awareness what is happening and why, yet they choose to cause despair. They choose. They don't choose to walk away from despair. They choose to come to bring despair. As you can see, this individual is walking into it. I almost feel like they're bringing it with them. The rain, the destruction. Walking away with the key. Is there a card to clarify the Eight of Cups? Again, I said walking away with the key. What are they doing? Taking from creation. Is that right, Father? They don't seek to give. They seek to do what? Take and to hoard. They take and they hoard. And that is not what creation was given onto. It's not. It is to be unbound and to freely grow and expand. Expansive. Yes. Expansive. Yeah. They take, greed, hoard. Can you see that? Opposites in action. This challenge. What are you going to do? Do you hoard it? Do you give it? Virtuous, gracious is Queen of Pentacles. But this is a challenge. Again, virtue is a challenge. Seeking to be devoted and committed unto source and the expansion of creation and goodness, or seeking service unto self, the pseudo-self, hoarding power and spreading distress. And Spirit said at the top of the spread, it was time. Now what I do notice at this wheel on the top, and guess what, y'all, this here moon is out behind the scenes. All of this is happening, right? This conflict in the realms of what is going to be the dominant expression here. And it looks like something is coming, or it's already here. Yeah. Bringing pain and sorrow and destruction. Yes. Seeking to take the promise. Seeking to take the promise. Yes. Something is snatching it away. An attempt to walk away with the promise. Yeah. Greed. Definitely greed. Yeah. So this is why in the land of tarot and readings we can see the same energy, because across creation itself there are three qualities. Those who are seeking on to source, devoted to seeking source, the kingdom, realizing that you are source, that you are a piece of source, and to honor yourself as a piece of source. Yes. To be active, to experience, to create, to expand, to be animated, just to be active. Yes. And you can do that from a balanced state. Not necessarily attaching yourself to anything. Again, the law of detachment, right? And then there's those who are so attached to the ego. And they come to experience life, but they come to experience creation in a way that it hoards creation onto self and causes detriment to creation itself. Because we are all creation. And so if I, as a piece or pixel of creation, am causing harm unto another, then I am a tear. I am a tear. And that energy is universal, beloved, and is real. It is very real. It is very real, and it is diabolical, and it is insidious, and we could use a lot of words to classify this type of energy. We really, really could. We really, really could. We really could. Yeah. But I believe Like I said, Father says that it's the truth. It really is. And the truth of what is this whole thing is, yeah, because we're at the end of the cycle. It's a whole new cycle. It's a cycle of truth is what I see. A cycle of truth that's going to put an exposure to all of this. That, ooh, Father, come on and talk to your wheat field. Yes. Can you clarify here? Is this the right deck to clarify? Okay. All right, Father. I see. Because I got to show y'all this here. We got the truth about this cycle. The truth about this cycle coming. Yeah. And it's going to expose what? Because we had the truth about this cycle. That's something that was behind the scenes being covered up, the moon. And who was it? Followed up, yes, dark magician. Yeah. So on an individual level, are you someone who the truth is getting ready to come out about somebody that was manipulating some options behind the scenes? Manipulation. Yes, it's here. Can you guys see that? Yeah. Somebody have to make a choice on what they're going to do in terms of virtuosity, telling the truth, coming out of it, or maybe it's just another energy. Is it another energy? No, they're going to have to make a choice. Yes, somebody's going to have to make a choice on what to do. And I believe that choice, the choice that they were conflicted with, maybe it caused some issues. Did it cause some issues? Yes, yes it did. Greed. Greed. Player energy. Greed. Yes. But the truth is coming out. The truth about what happened here. And this is a favorable outcome. Yes, it is a favorable outcome. Look at that wheel. It is on the positive side. So whoever you are, beloved, because this is tares and wheat to row. We read for the wheat, okay? Because we need to just look at the tares so you can see what's coming at you, beloved. Yes. So this right here, yeah, the truth is on the right side up. The truth and the wheel, right side up, beloved. Look at that. Look at that. That's where you always, leaning into the source puts you on the right side of that wheel. And I believe that you are a person who did. Do you want this? Are we done with this deck? No. What are we clarifying? We got a card right here in this empty space, y'all. I wish y'all could see this here. Maybe if I move this back some, y'all can see. So we got this somebody trying to snatch this pinnacle and greediness right here. Deceit, I feel, with this under this dark magician, and this 7 of cups is on the wrong side, so they choose the wrong options. Yes, and it's all about greed that they walked into. They chose to walk and do this. Is this right? Is this right? What is the 8 of cups? No. Is this 8 of cups? Is it? Yeah, not walking away. They're bringing. They chose to bring issues. They chose to come to you to do something. Like this was a choice that they approached you with. Yes, they approached you with this. And it was deceitful from the beginning. Yes, it was deceitful from the beginning, and they had to choose whether or not to do this, and they chose. They made the option to be deceitful, to be manipulative. Yes, they did. And the truth about what happened in this, I feel like it's on the way. It is time for the truth of this situation to come out. Yes, beloved. Yes. Protection. Look at that. Something that is protection here. I see the truth, the wheel, the truth, and protection. So, yeah. Anything else, Father? What would you like to clarify? Is it this? No, is it this? Yeah. Death to this whole thing. Yeah, death. Woo. So whatever it is, it's in progress now. Don't know who you are, but it and death. Okay, so look at this, the way that Spirit put the card. So look at that. Death to the past. So this death card, death is not only death, but it's also rebirth. It's a transition. Woo! Come on, Father, tell you. We feel, because we see, we got somebody coming at you. Yeah, we mysterious behind the scenes with this magician on some, I'm just trying to do me, get all that you got. Steal your promise. Yeah, steal your promise from you. They're trying to steal your promise. Your abundance, your health, your investment, everything that you worked for, yes, came to you with this, it feels like a plan. Yes, a devised plan to steal from you. Death to that. Rebirth is going in the positive side. Yes. Yes. Woo. Same thing here. Whoever was in this female greedy energy, yeah, that was the challenge. Death. Death to this situation. Transitioning out. Transitioning out with protection. It's time for the truth to defend you so you can come out of this situation. Yes. Yes. Woo, come on, Father. Talk to you. We feel. Is that it? This? Do you want to leave that there? Yes. What are we doing now? Okay. Spirit said we finna get some African goddess. Yeah. Come on, woo. I don't know who you are, baby. When I tell you, I could see what happened. This right here, somebody came up to you at energy. That's why Spirit made me go to the Bhagavad Gita so we can look at, as an individual, pieces of source. We all are individual and we have the ability to express ourselves individually. But there's three universal qualities. Either you are called to seek and devoted onto source, to seek God first, the kingdom. Seeking the kingdom, all things coming from the kingdom. Another thing, to just be animated, to see, to experience, to be active, to move, to flow, to be expansive, to create. Yes, to create. Yes, and just lean into that without attachment, without judgment. Yes, and then there are those who are seriously attached to the ego, to the pseudo-self, the pseudo-mind, and seeking only to hoard and use their knowledge and their abilities to manipulate and to deceive. So if you are, hey, if that's you and you out here and you watching this space, that means you a tear. And that means that you using your energy to manipulate other people and to hoard onto self. And that is not expansive to creation and it is not onto source. So if you can't serve that up again to the source, to the Most High God, and that is not what it is, then I'm sorry, boo. I mean, I'm sorry to tell you, but that's what my purpose is here for. Is it not? To say the truth. I know you have to pull me back. I know. Okay. Get the deck. I get upset, y'all. Look, energy is energy. And we all be going through an experience and stuff. So, I could feel this energy. The wheel is at the top with the truth, the Ace of Swords. It's time for the truth to come out. And it's going to come out in a positive light, I feel, to show what all the fuck shit's been going on behind the scenes. The positive light of the moon to reveal what's been going on is yeah. It's a light gonna be shined on all this. What's been, like my mom used to say, what happens in the dark comes to the light, y'all. Yeah, baby. Yeah, that's what this is. What happens in the dark comes to the light. Is this it? Yes. And whatever it is, where's my level up, level up, level up, level up, level up. Yes. Spirit said level up. level up, level up, level up, level up, level up. Yeah. Especially if you've been devoted to doing the right thing. Because look, we got the truth, right? I mean, the time, the positive time, truth, protection, level up. Mm, mm, mm. I'm looking at this machete old girl got in her hand. That look like, yeah, I wish you would. Queen Ya Asantewa. 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 Yeah. Look at her. This honey got that machete up in there. I wish a tear would. I wish a tear would come up in here. I wish you would come up in here. Huh? Protection? What? She said, I wish you would come up in here. Try to steal it. What? Huh? Not over here, you ain't. Mm-mm. No, no, no. It do look like the Ark of the Covenant, doesn't it? It does. Mm-hmm. She protecting the Ark. That's what it looked like. Is this a card? No. Shuffle. Okay. Why it look like she... Is that the Ark? What is that? What is it? It's a tablet? A word? The truth? Oh. Yeah. Okay. Spirit says that's the truth. I wonder what is the name of that. Manifestation. Yeah. Maybe this cycle with the death is still ongoing, so it's you have not yet come out. You have not transitioned out of this situation. You're still in it. Yeah. And Spirit is saying to use the storm in order to level up, to rise up. You actually going to use the storm to rise up. Yeah. Yeah, you are weak. You're going to use the storm to rise up in this. Is there anything else in here? I'll show you that. You are going to use the storm to level up. I wish y'all could see this. Goodness. Okay. Ooh, that's better. Okay. So, if I move these out the way. Just for a second. So we have the wheel and the truth up here. That's what it is. And we have the moon right here because something was going on in the shadows. Yeah, there's manipulation. Because somebody came to you with a plan to steal your abundance. They may have, scoped you out, thinking that you was like, whatever. And you know how these energies be. Again, they seek out those who they can devour. Running to and fro, looking for those who they can devour. And that's what this feels like. Somebody was looking for someone that they could steal from, that they could take from, that they could use. Yes, yes, yes. And this person right here, yeah, was either challenged with give and take, who to give to, who not to give to, something like that. And whatever happened, they were manipulated into giving into the wrong thing. And whatever that they had, somebody, again, this magician right here, magician with these here toxic options, yeah, that's what happened. Yeah. And what they did was come to do this, to steal, to take your abundance. That's what they did. They came to take your abundance, beloved. But Spirit says that you could put it, that it's a depth to this coming. You are in the middle of being pulled out of this. Yeah, you are. Yes. And Spirit says that you are protected. You are protected. The truth is protecting you. You are protected by the truth. And it's time. Again, that's what's pushing the whole thing. The time it is. And as this, I know this death card was going the wrong way. You are death to this, the dark side, death to all of this, transitioning into the new beginning. And what do we see here? On this whole line, we see truth, protection, coming into light, Manifestation. Still in a challenge because you're coming out. But your manifestation here, whatever this is, you're going to level up, beloved. Level up, level up, level up, level up. And it's going to be protected. You see this freaking machete she got in her hand? Protection. All the way around. Oh, goodness. I mean, like, wow. I mean, this is protection. When I say Ace of Swords, Seven of Wands protection, then her with this level up machete protection all the way down the line. Are we ready for this yet? No. What would we like to get now? Another card. Okay. Spirit says yes. You did your level up or whatever you went through in this last cycle, beloved. I did a reading on that a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, we did. Is this it? No, let's shuffle. Whoa, was I supposed to do that? Whatever it is, bring it back, Spirit. Bring it back. I feel it, though. Yes. Is it on the bottom? Top. I feel it. You know, you've gone through something. And it's time for you, to come out of this. Somebody looks like deliberately targeted you to steal your abundance, your energy. They use toxic options against you. They use their skill and knowledge and capabilities against you. Whatever it was that they did, they used everything against you. Everything that they could think of, they used against you in the past. You've gone through so much, I see. Not only just feeling this energy, but it feels like maybe from past other stuff too that had you challenged where you couldn't see what was coming at you. Is that true? No. This person just really had on a strong mask. This person, whoever came to you, again, this Eight of Cups in the beginning, Eight of Cups, whoever they came to you in this manner, look, they are walking towards with the key, the rain and everything, they are coming towards you, beloved. They came in with the mindset of stealing, of unlocking something in you, or figuring out a way to take. Again, the Magician with those options, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Nine of Pentacles on the dark side. All of this was manipulation and planning and scheming to take from someone else. To take, again, that third energy, that third quality. Demonic. Whoo, I know. Low vibe. Ooh, I know. I can't. I just gotta leave it there because that's what the Bhagavad Gita says. That demonic to and fro type of energy that comes back and forth just to roam and just to take, and that's it. Is this a card? Yeah, it was. My bad. Intuition. Yeah, somebody might have had intuition about this. Did they have intuition, or they couldn't see it because of the mask? This person had on a mask, and or maybe they didn't use their intuition, or their intuition was smothered because the mask was so heavy. Again, it looks like the moon side is on the right side, so it doesn't feel like they knew that what was behind here. And we, in this day and age, people who are able to morph in and out of that energy and use that skill is rampant in this day and age. And it's all over the internet, and we use a certain type of word. Is it this? Is it this? To describe this type of individual. And y'all tell me it's not rampant. People who use masks. And the mask of empathy and sympathy and compassion and understanding in order to pull you in with your goodness so that they can steal and rob from you, whether it is money, whether it is energy, whether it is light, whether it is actual emotion and sentiment. To just experience through you, to suck on your resources while they hoard their own and use yours. Ashe. Cosmic power. Cosmic power is here. Yes. Boom. Come on, Father. Tell you, we feel cosmic power to drive the wheel. And the truth of the Most High God, the truth. Come on, Father. Protecting you so that you could come out of this transition. Level up, level up, level up. Come on, Father, and tell you, we feel. Are we ready for this last card yet? No. What is it? Please tell me. Bring me back. Cosmic power. And in time, right? That you, the Father, is pushing the wheel of truth for protection and so that we can all ascend. All right. So this week can ascend, can raise up, can be resurrected, can rise. Yes, rise, 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 ascend. Yes, yes, yes. Because these energies out here, yeah, yeah. Woo! What did I say? Come on, come on, Father, talk to you. We feel. I cannot. What I say? Wait, pray, and slay. Father came through and said, what? You will not. To my beloved. Oh, you will not. Come on through with it. Go. Oh, oh, level up, level up, level up, level up. Oh, 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 get it, Father. I get excited, y'all. I got to pull me back. Woo! Hey, don't know who you are, Wheat, but let me tell you this. The Father said, oh, I synced it. Oh, I synced it. Oh, you think we didn't know? Oh, yes, we knew. And they came at you with it. Oh, yeah. They was hiding it. Woo! Behind a mask that was so masking and covering themselves as if they was, woo, love of the Most High. Woo! Come on through. And they came in with the intention to steal from you. Came in with the intention to rob you. Everything, your abundance, your investment, everything they tried to get you. Woo! Father said, it's time out. But that, the truth is here. And you are protected, my beloved. And I'm going to bring you out. And even if you are still going through it right now, beloved, let me tell you that the Father said you're going to come out. And you're going to come out all right. Okay? And when I tell you that the Father going to bring you out in a way that's going to level you up. When I say level up, level up, level up. What? What? Can you see it? Can you feel it, beloved? Can you feel it? What? Woo! Come on, Father, bring me back for your wheat field. Bring them back. A whole new cycle. Whoo! Whole new cycle. I told y'all yesterday the whole new cycle is here. It's here. You may not realize it, but it's here. Oh, yes. All of this is coming down. It's coming to an end. Father finna snatch it down. Snatch it down. And what I tell you, gonna replace it with the truth and protection. And when I say we going to a whole nother level, baby, whole nother level. And when I say protected, level up, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. And I say to that, Holy Father, do you say it's a Ashe? Woo! It is a Ashe to that, y'all. So until the next time on the Tears of Wheat Tarot show, where you never know what you're going to get around here, okay? I'm telling you, you just don't know. We just don't know. We might have some text. Because the Father started this off. It'd be like cold Crisco, y'all. I'm telling you, we have to get this thing warmed up. But if you stick with your girl, if you vibe with me, go on and make that video small now and hit that subscribe button. That way you can come on back around here when we do some more of these here messages so that you can see the tears that's in your life and see what's coming at you so you know how to move around this here thing, okay? And so until the next time on Tears and Wheat Tarot show, Ashe.